This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens & Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens & Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens & Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailor sports broadcasts.
Steamboat Roofing Company, proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski, bike, run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailor sports sponsors.
See you out there.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Izzy Sarasoli. My number's 24 and I'm a defender. I've been playing soccer since I was about 5 years old. My goal for this team is to be successful but keep having fun. My personal goals is to put in my best every day at practice and during games. Outside of soccer, I work a lot and I love to ski with my friends and family. My favorite class is Spanish because it gets me excited to be able to speak a different language. Over the summer, I'm traveling and checking out colleges across the country. And then plans after graduation, I'm moving to California and going to college there. And then my favorite movie is Ocean's 8 because the woman inspired me to do great things. And my favorite book is The Princess Bride because I love her. And I'm Izzy Sarasoli and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hey there, this is Kenny Reisman with the agency Steamboat Springs. And if you're listening, paying attention to youth sports here in the Yampa Valley, and I guess I know a thing or two about those, as I am a self-proclaimed recovering youth sports parent. I'm also a realtor here in Steamboat Springs, so if I can help you out with any of your needs whatsoever, please don't hesitate to give me a call.
And working for the greater good, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors High School Sports, Builder's First Source. Now with 2 locations, east of downtown Steamboat on Pine Grove Road and west of town on 13th Street. Good luck to all the high school teams across the Yampa Valley.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailor sports broadcasts.
Steamboat Roofing Company, proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski, bike, run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailor sports sponsors.
See you out there.
Jason here from One Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Spring in the Yampa Valley means mud season and potholes big enough to qualify for their own zip code. Your car pulling harder than a sled dog team after hitting one? Don't ignore it and let that crater chew up your tires. Get your alignment checked out today. We'll keep you driving straight even if the roads aren't. That's your car tip of the day from One Off Auto Center. Book online at oneoffautocenter.com. That's oneoffautocenter.com or easy to
Brian Harvey, Eric Bender, live at Gardner Field. Pardon the interruption. We had some technical issues here on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial. Of course, you can listen and watch this game on the World Wide Web at Steamboat Radio, steamboatradio.com, or you can listen to it across the globe. But you can listen and watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. With me, Eric Bender. Bender, how are you today?
Doing great.
Wait a sec.
Morning again.
There we go. I didn't have you totally turned up. No. Now you're turned up.
Oh,
so
okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great on this beautiful spring morning once again. I think it's 10 days in a row of this gorgeous weather.
Yeah, it feels like it's May, but we'll get January. We'll have Mayuary.
It's coming next week.
Yeah. When the mountain closes, we'll get 20, 30 inches of snow. Don't hate me for saying that, but you know it could happen.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, drive 5 miles. But it is a beautiful, beautiful day for girls soccer. So if you're within 5 miles of Gardner Field here on the campus of Steamboat Springs High School, make your way over here because this team is special. They're 6-1 right now on the season, including a 5-2 victory over Battle Mountain, their arch rival, a team we have had a hard time beating in both boys and girls soccer. They've had some impressive wins. Their one loss came at the hands of a 5A school.
Yeah, exactly. And we've dominated down on the I-70 range schools with Battle and Eagle Valley and Summit. And so we've done good, really, really well through that stretch, which is awesome. This will be a challenge here with the team from the Front Range coming up, and they're rested. I did see that they were staying in town last night, so this team didn't just drive up this morning.
They're ready to go.
They're ready to go. They're going to be a challenge.
They've only played 3 games. They're 2-1. NIWOT, a bigger school. They are a 4A school. They're 1,500 students, so they definitely have a few more kids to choose from, but that doesn't matter. These girls, as you know, have been playing together for a long time, and right now it feels like this group is pretty special.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done a fantastic job of gelling. From what I've heard from the girls, they're really a good unit, and they're looking forward to the playoffs already. So they're going to have a good seed, it looks like, and maybe we can make a run this year.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break here for the national anthem. We'll be right back with the starting lineups and the call of this afternoon's game on KTYV Sports on FM 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial, and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. And of course, you can listen and watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. We are back live at Gardner Field. National anthem has been sung, and you know it's good luck because the Steamboat Sailors, our girls team, are playing in. We've got Olivia Fountain, and I'll tell you what, she has had an incredible season. And then her and one of her best friends, Ella Wilson, who were both splitting time last couple of years now, and they finally were like, you know what? Ella's like, you know what? I'm going to go out front and I'm going to go score some goals.
Yeah, and she got another one the other night
against Eagle Valley.
Pivotal first goal, a great goal that was started by Dixie Barnes, who drove it overlap down into the corner. Beautiful cross. Ella got a foot on it, and bang. And that's the spark. That's that offensive spark that we need. She's conceded time over to her best friend in goal, and it's worked out well. Last year, sometimes that didn't always work well when they knew they were going to have only one half.
Right.
And so you're a little tight coming in. I could sense that at times.
And there's competition. You're like, oh my gosh, if I don't have a good half of soccer and I let a couple 3 goals in, I may not be splitting time. And look, Ella Wilson up top, what an athlete she is. We know she's a beast on Nordic combined, whether it's jumping or cross-country skiing, and she just brings that motor to the soccer pitch.
She's one of those players that jumps off the screen when you're watching them on TV. You're like, okay, who's that kid right there? And that athletic ability, the speed, the physicality, she's got it all.
Absolutely. So your Steamboat Sailors, I'm not sure if they're moving left to right or right to left, but we shall see. Last week, during the Summit game, they actually, it was rare. They lost the coin flip, and they had to go left to right in that first half with the sun directly in their eyes with that early evening game.
We're not worried about that.
We're not worried about the sun at all. It is up top, and it is hot right now. Yeah. You can actually see the snow melting on Mount Werner right now.
Yeah, it just goes. that hole's opening up a little bit more. It looks like the 2 holes have connected. I think we're at Peak River. And that might not be a good thing today.
No, it's not good at all. But it sort of is what
we'll
it
enjoy
is.
It, and
we take what the good Lord gives us.
Each day.
NIWOT, the Jaguars, have the kickoff. They're in their white kits. Looks like green shorts, green numbers, and they will be moving right to left on your radio dial while your Steamboat Sailors left to right. Of course, you can listen and watch this game on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, search out Steamboat Radio, follow us, and then click on the live button, and you, my friends, are cooking with gas. And it looks like we've got green lights all around, Bender.
Okay, now if we can get a cameraman that can actually do his job.
Where's Nick when we need him?
Where is he?
He may be playing club soccer. I don't know. I told him he was employed any game that he goes to.
Apologies for the bad camera work.
In advance.
Yeah.
You do a wonderful job. A big throw in here near side, ball controlled off the kickoff by the NIWOT Jaguars. They move it into Steamboat territory. That ball pushed out of bounds by Sarah Soli. It'll be another throw here. About 30 yards up from the goal line. Ball goes back out of bounds, and NIWOT will get the throw in again, this time a little closer, about 10 yards up.
This team's going to have some speed. Last year, they were definitely pressuring us the whole game. They were running us back and forth. But the game came down to a Hail Mary at the end. Last 30 seconds, they kicked in a bomb that just looped over our head.
Yeah.
We hung with them the whole time, but they were fast.
Big high kick there. Baumgartner trying to settle. She does. Pushes it to Dixie Barnes. Barnes settles and moves that ball forward. And the Sailors, that's Lucille Pace-Dietrich with the ball, controlling central part of the pitch. Now she moves it wide, and Barnes puts it out of bounds at midfield. We'll have a throw in here for the Jaguars. Little bigger school, little tougher competition. As you said, we lost this game by a goal last year?
Yeah, we did. They ended up not having a great season, so it was one looking back on it. It didn't help us.
Right.
But the year prior, they had a really good record. And so I know there's some tradition here.
Yeah, they're capable.
Yeah.
And the Sailors and Baumgartner are going to push that one outside. Oh no, nice job. Right up that far sideline. Sailors now trying to settle, and that ball's going to go off a Jaguar out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick here for your Sailors. 0-0 the score.
So NIWOT's from St. Vrain School District down there.
Yeah.
So that's a really good club. There's traditionally really good teams when we go down there and play.
A little east of Fort Collins, in between Fort Collins, Loveland kind of area. Boulder.
Yeah, it's off of 25.
We years ago have played him in football in the playoffs. I remember.
I felt like it was in the city when I went down. I traveled to every game last year. It kind of all blurs together.
Yeah, it used to be cow pasture, but the urban sprawl is real on the Front Range.
100%. 100%.
So every month you go back, there's another 100 homes.
Which means there's another 100 kids.
Right. I remember driving C470 and not seeing, homes, strip malls, or anything, and that is certainly not the case as Denver has approached C470, 36, all those routes.
Approaching critical mass down there.
So the Sailors controlling the ball here. Baumgartner puts it up looking for Sophie Chirillo, who had a great game on Tuesday. Both she and Issa scored another goal against Eagle Valley, I saw. So the Sailors trying to work the ball out. Right now, ball is Sailors have been on a defensive sort of set here. And I think although they are possessing the ball, they're doing a wonderful job here. They're not playing kickball. You've seen the growth of this team because, when we called the first two games, the Battle Mountain game was a great win, but it wasn't Sailor soccer. It wasn't what they're doing right now.
It was just
kickball.
kind of choppy and kickball, right?
And there's Sage.
I felt like we possessed the ball incredible over the last week.
Yeah. All right, Baumgartner now sends that ball up. Ball controlled there by, looks like Hull now. Looking for Wilson. Up the gut, couldn't find it. And Lucille Pace-Dietrich puts that one up high. Ball settled here by the back line of the Jaguars. NIWOT brings it back to their keep. And she puts it out right side in front of the Sailor bench up to midfield, and the Sailors able to settle. Dietrich with the ball. Bringing that ball up. Sends it forward looking for Wilson. And there's going to be a free kick here. We'll take it. So the Sailors have an opportunity here. Tebenkamp's going to take it from about 45 yards up. And the Sailors to the top of the box right now. And they're going to go short with it. And Dixie Barnes sends that ball wide. And we talked to Coach in the pregame about Dixie Barnes' game, and the improvement over the last year and a half has been exponential. Nice play there by Tebenkamp. Up to Hull. Hull sending that ball forward. That's Sophie Chirillo. Chirillo looking for the through ball, a little too flat, she called it. Not what she wanted to do with it, as she had Ella Wilson on a run, but couldn't get it to her. Now the Sailors settle, and they push that ball wide, and Chirillo once again, quick one-timer, back out wide. Oh, nice ball there. Wilson gets a foot on it. Not all she wanted. 0-0 still the score. 34-28 left in this first half. So right now, Bender, what are you thinking?
I feel like we're possessing the ball a little better than they are.
I would agree.
Both teams are just kind of feeling it out right now.
Yeah, it does. It's a neutral zone game, as we say in hockey. They're kind of both going back and forth. And even though the ball has been on the Sailors' side of the pitch, I feel like the Sailors have had a little bit longer possession. And that sort of will tell the story as the game goes on. Great dispossession there. Beautiful play by Issa. Chirillo sending that ball forward, looking for Wilson, and now she competes with the goalkeeper. That is a dangerous.
Good job, Issa.
So a nice play there. And I want to say the goalkeeper here is Fletmeyer, Maria.
What year is she?
She's a senior.
Okay.
And they don't have a varsity and JV. They have varsity and sub-varsity. I had not heard that term. I've heard varsity B, I've heard JV, but sub-varsity.
There's a run.
Oh, beautiful ball there. Looking for Meta down that left sideline, but a good job by Tebenkamp just to escort the ball out of bounds. And controlling the ball are the Jaguars. Nice cross into the box. Baumgartner puts that one out. And now the Sailors control. Central part of the pitch, up to Sophia Cirillo. Quick little give and go. And here comes Steamboat back the other way. Nice transition here over midfield, up to Wilson. Wilson one times it there. Gets a little too cute looking for Cirillo. And now ball dispossessed, coming back the other way by the Jaguars. Down this left flank. They like going to Dia Meta as she puts the ball to the top of the box. Walking in. There's a shot that's blocked nicely by Baumgartner.
Good job, Naomi.
And now Sophie Cirillo sends this ball down this flank to her sister, Isa, and a little too much on it, not enough texture. That ball goes out of bounds. And
I didn't solve your problem like you told Peyton to make me do. I read it, though. I don't know some of those equations. If somebody will provide me the stuff. She said she fixed it, or she finished it.
Are we talking physics with Mr. Dan Brayback?
We're doing,
Griff is playing catch-up right now, and he realizes that missing so many classes because of skiing is not good for anything.
Oh, man, Peyton was telling me about, and she never goes to math. She has 8-period math.
Right.
Luckily, she's really good at it, but I just don't understand how these kids can get by.
No.
Missing 2 classes a week.
Yeah, it's crazy. I
mean, that speaks to the kids and the determination and their organization in order to stay.
Are you talking about my kid when you said organization?
He's getting there. It's an arc, It's a long.
It is, and there's a long trajectory on that arc. Look out! Onside. Here comes Dia down that left sideline. They're turning it away.
Doing a great job.
No quality shots. Not a ton of scoring opportunities.
Yeah.
Just. And right now, and I think the Sailors are fine with that. You got to control the ball here.
Yeah.
And create some opportunities, but again, here come the Jaguars. There's a through ball looking outside.
Looks like too much.
Yep, that one's going to go across the goal line here. Still 0-0 the score. I'd like to thank Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing local point of sale, payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more to your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. So we're down to 25-30 left in this first half. 0-0 the score. Fountain has the ball, and she's going to put it set up here for a goal kick. And it looks like she's going to send this one, and she does. But again, handled here on this near side by Diamata. He just has like a very soccer sounding name, doesn't she? Football. And the ball sent wide here, and that's Dixie Barnes with it. Barnes, a little step over, and over the sideline it goes. It goes off a white shirt, so it'll be a Sailor throw on the far side. So we'll be bringing you Sailors boys lacrosse. They lost another tough game. Well, Lowen called the game, and he is 0-3 right now. Now, mind you,
we might have to switch that up, Art.
I'll be calling Tuesday night's game.
Do I need to come in?
Vale Mountain School coming to town. I'm calling that game. No, in Lowen's defense, they played Air Force, Aspen, and the other lot. What was the last loss he just had in overtime was Castleview.
Yeah,
and those are all really good RPI points, and all games were 1-goal games and lost in overtime. So, and it was a heartbreaker. The Sailors had a 3-goal lead with about 2.5 minutes left. And ball stepped up there. Tebenkamp brings it to midfield. Can the Sailors settle? No. Ball pushed out wide, but it will be a Steamboat throw.
Izzy Sarasoli on the ball.
And Izzy gets that ball in quick. And now Tebenkamp settling. Sailors working it up. Bryn Rose out on the pitch.
Another free kick for the Sailors.
so Tebenkamp's going to take this one. And we're down to 23:06 and counting left in this first half, 0-0 the score. If you are just joining us, I'd like to thank Ellens & Strom, attorneys at law. When life throws you a red or yellow card, Ellens & Strom has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, and more. Go to ellensstrom.com. Ball settled here at midfield. Rose contesting.
Good job,
nice.
Izzy.
Sarah Soli gets a foot on it.
Diamato was ready.
Yeah. Now the ball put to the corner. Diamato.
Too much space.
Going to chase that one down, and that one's going to go out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Sailors. So 22-24 left. Throwing literally about 2 yards up from the corner flag for the Sailors. Ball into Tebenkamp. Tebenkamp's going to settle dangerously across to the top of the box, but that's Baumgartner. She's got time and space. Tries to send it up wide. Can't connect. Now the Sailors do. Nice ball there by Issa, but nobody was there. Is that Kerrigan on the far side wing? I think it is. The reason she didn't get as much playing time, she's got a bad ankle.
Ah, okay.
I was talking to her mom, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. I couldn't understand why she wasn't in there.
Yeah, she played a lot last year.
Yeah, and she should be. She's super aggressive, but man, ankles and soccer, they don't always mix.
No, you need those to be functioning at a high level.
So we're down to 19-20 left. A good year. Not really economically, but 0-0 the score. Well into this first half. Sailors throwing in front of their own bench. Get the ball in quickly. Bryn Rose contesting for it here with a Jaguar. Jaguars able to possess as they move it out wide here. But good pressure by the Sailors, and now Sarah Soli comes up with it. Sarah Soli looking for Rose. She sends it back to Dietrich. Dietrich steps over the ball and then pushes it back to Baumgartner. Great ball control here by the Sailors. Baumgartner tripped up. That ball goes out of bounds. No, it doesn't.
Good job, Kerrigan, getting back.
Yeah, Kerrigan sent that ball back. She heard us talking about her. And we'll take this opportunity to thank our friends at the agency Steamboat. Let Chris Paoli and his team help you with all your real estate needs. The agency Steamboat has you covered. Also like to thank Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, bringing you the insurance goal of the game. Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services. Solutions for life. We got a player down, Eric.
I didn't see what happened. Did she roll over the ball?
So we've got a stoppage of play. This is good because I now have my sponsor read sheet up and rolling.
There you go.
I can thank our friends at Mountain Eye Works, helping you, me, and the refs see better for all your eye care needs in both Central Park Plaza and online at mountainEyeworks.com. Steamboat Roofing for all your roofing needs. Go to steamboatroofing.com, helping the Sailors raise the roof after every victory. Let Matt Kempton and his team at Steamboat Roofing get you going, and I think the roofing season has started early, Bender.
It has been going.
I don't know that it stopped.
We had Steamboat Roofing out on one of our jobs we're working on right now. So.
They do a wonderful job.
They do.
Also like to thank our friends at One Off Auto Center, formerly Doc's Auto. Same great service, same great place for all your automotive repair needs. On Copper Ridge Drive, go see Jason Bongiorno and the gang. They specialize in diesel as well. So, I know you like to roll coal.
Don't get me started.
18:35 clock is stopped with the injury time out. 0-0 the score. This has been a back and forth game, and honestly, the one real scoring chance has come from the Sailors.
Yeah, we had by far the best opportunity. They've had some runs, but really haven't pressured Olivia Fountain too much. Our opportunity was fantastic. I really wish that was...
It was so close.
That was so close to that corner.
So close.
I didn't see who got a foot on that second one. It was definitely Issa on the initial.
I don't know. It came from that far left flank up,
Yeah, I was kind of watching where the keeper was going to get back. She was scrambling, trying to get back to her feet, and kind of an empty net. And
could have been.
But they had a defender back there on that back line as well. But it was over both their heads.
Yeah, no, it was greatly played. It was placed well. It just didn't find its way into the net. One of these weird modern drop balls that they do now. We used to have drop balls where you were going against the other team. It was like a face-off in hockey, but with a soccer ball. That's not the way of the world these days. So, Jaguars with control. Nice play there by Sarah Soli.
Again, just trying to find Diamata, and we are locking that down.
Yeah, our back line is playing great right now. Bryn Rose now. Rose is going to send that ball across. Beautiful ball, looking for Kerrigan to run onto it. Defender, though, is going to just turn that ball out of bounds, so the Sailors will get the throw in here. Setting up quickly, Dixie Barnes coming to take it. We shall move Kerrigan into an offensive slot. And she's going to push that ball back, looking for Rose. Rose is going to quickly get ahead on it, try to direct the ball to Lucille Pace-Dietrich, but now it's Diamata. But she gets dispossessed by Sarah Soli, and Sarah Soli gets it back. And now she sends it to Pace-Dietrich. Good ball movement here. Tebenkamp, one-timer up to Rose. Rose can't catch that one. And the ball gets by Tebenkamp, and now Olivia Fountain is going to one-time that ball high in the air over midfield. Sailors looking to settle. Rose does so. Doesn't go where she wants it, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a Steamboat throw. And Sarah Soli's going to come up and take that one. And Gallagher here on this right wing side. Sarah Soli has Pace-Dietrich, and that's a smart move. Dietrich one-times it to Tebenkamp. Tebenkamp sends it across as they switch fields to Baumgartner. Naomi sends that ball wide to Barnes, and that one a little too wide, goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in right at midfield. 0-0 the score. We're down to 16:30 left in this first half.
Pretty quick half, it feels like.
Yeah, just very much a neutral zone game here. We're seeing it pretty much box to box.
This is the way it was last year.
Yeah.
And then it just came down to that long,
who's going to get the
ball over
Sailors unable to capitalize on that one opportunity they had. And speaking of which, we got a corner kick here, a set piece for the Jaguars. Hannah Worth is going to take this one. Near side, and she is left-footed, sending that in swing about the 8-yard line. Jaguars get ahead on it, but it skims wide. And there's another long shot, and that one goes through the uprights. And it will be a Sailor goal kick. Or maybe they're calling offsides. Sub. Oh, we got a sub. That's what that means. Thank you. That's why we have you here, Bender. I need all the help I can get. 15:30.
I've learned those flag signals over the years.
That's good. You're a soccer dad.
I've been watching soccer for a long time.
You are a soccer dad.
I didn't play much. I played until I was about...
Yeah, but you could tell I played, but they've changed all the rules.
Yeah.
I'm ancient. Just ask my kid. Although no matter what he says, electricity was invented by the time I was born.
We still had those big tube TVs, though.
Oh, yes, we did.
And we had to get off the couch and push the button in order to change channel.
No, I was actually changing the channels. We had a America Mountain Iworks. I've been procrastinating. Ball off the pitch here. Controlled here by the Jaguars as they send that one wide. Ashley Greer with the ball, and it will be a throw-in on the far side for NIWOT. NIWOT putting the ball into play. Good pressure, though. Sailors doing a good job marking up. And now back another throw-in as that one's turned away. Pete Dietrich gets a foot on it. Sailors in traffic. Sending it back to Tebenkamp. She sends it wide to Gallagher. Gallagher coming up this near flank. She sends that ball up. And a beautiful ball there by Kerrigan, who's now on the near side. And that ball is going to be pushed through. Kerrigan has room. Puts it between the legs. Still moves. Still staying aggressive. And the ball dispossessed. And the Sailors now, though, get it back. And it looks like Caroline Earps in the game here at a holding midfield position. And Kerrigan overlapping on this right side. So coach never afraid to move the chess pieces around.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a throw in here for the Jaguars. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a Sailor throw. And Gallagher's going to throw that one in.
I always feel like it's good to know what all the positions are. As a player, if you played all around the field, you know where you're supposed to be, who's going to be there, how the whole game comes together.
And you know you can make a blind pass because you know you should have a player in a certain spot.
Right.
Move that ball to space.
Yep.
I've made some amazing passes just hoping that someone would be there.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. And basketball was the same way. It's like if you trust your teammates, and you don't have to see them. You just put the ball where it's going to be and
where they're supposed to be. Hockey as well.
Yep.
So ball controlled and out of bounds, and it looks like they're going to say it's a Jaguar throw.
I think she fanned on that attempt to keep it in.
Thrown here near side by Worth. Jaguars sending the ball across the pitch. That goes off Greer. Sailors get an interesting bounce there. Wilson can't control, though. And now Rose. Rose sends that one across midfield.
A little kickball going on here.
Yeah, we got to control. Dixie Barnes now. Ooh,
that ball had some spin on it.
Yeah, had English. And now Barnes gets it far side. And she's going to send it down. And that ball put in the central part of the pitch. Now it's turned away. Can the Sailors get control? Oh. And back to midfield it goes. And a nice play by Baumgartner. Will be a throw-in for the Jaguars. We're down to 9:30 left in this first half, still tied at zeros. You know, and I don't know, it was a couple Saturdays ago. Was it Castleview? One of those. Who's that team that came in? They had two subs. They were a 5A school.
Rock Canyon. And they absolutely, we were keeping the ball away. It was a different feel, right?
Yeah.
And they scored with, a minute left in that first half, and that opened the floodgates. I don't feel that's the case here. I feel like the Sailors are playing with this team. It's very evenly matched, and there's a ball to the top of the box, and there's a shot.
Oh, again.
Fortunately, that hits the crossbar. And that is the football crossbar.
Just as you start talking.
Yeah. They get a quick break, so I better shut up, right?
No, it's definitely a very even game. This is the way it was last year. It's set up the same way. They had speed. They were playing on those edges, driving it into the corners, and we kept turning them away. And then they got that one goal at the end. And so it can go the other way. This will be another on the tour, the revenge tour this year. We're trying to
and we're
turning some of those losses into wins. We got the nice home schedule this year, which helps.
What a great play by Baumgartner. She stepped up, dispossessed, made a nice play close to the top of the box. Sailors now get it over midfield, where the ball now is controlled by Boyer for NIWOT. Ball up over midfield. Tebenkamp gets a foot on it. Now Baumgartner. Sailors now controlling. Pace Dietrich. Earps, beautiful give and go there. Finds Barnes on the far side. Down that far flank, and I believe it's going to be a Sailor throw in here for Barnes. Again, 0-0. 7:30 left in this first half. Sailors settle. That's Dietrich. Dietrich sends that to Rose. Rose quickly to Gallagher. Gallagher back to Rose. Rose now sends it wide to Baumgartner. Naomi over to Barnes. Sailors moving the ball nicely. Pace Dietrich now. She's got time and space. A little too much. And now the ball dispossessed and sent into orbit, but Barnes tries to settle at midfield, and now Tebenkamp with it. Tebenkamp switching fields, trying to make something happen, looking for Kerrigan as we're down to the final 7 minutes of this first half, still tied at zeros. I'd like to thank our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank with locations in Steamboat and Craig. They are lending, member FDIC, and hoping the Sailors can cash in here before the end of the half. And now up to midfield come the Jaguars. And
this kid has stood out already. Merjam Boss.
That's
Interesting name.
She came in for Diamata.
Yeah, Mira Jam Boss. I think you need
Mir Jam Boss.
Yeah. Just sounds good.
Like it.
They've got a bunch of great names.
Yeah. But she's playing that same position that
Diamata
that left forward.
And it doesn't feel like a whole lot of drop off.
No, she's got some good skill.
So,
and they definitely use this left side. That's their
Sailors working it up on their left side. Good job there by Barnes. Now the ball sent down that far flank. Sailors running onto it, and that ball is going to be turned outside, and we're going to have an opportunity here with the throw in about 10 yards up from the corner flag. We're down to 5:30 left in this first half, 0-0 the score. Let's see what the Sailors can do here. Sailors sending some numbers to the box. Throw in there on the far side. Issa making a run. Issa gets a foot on it, loses her footing though. And that ball punched out here by the back line, but Tebenkamp says no way. Keeps it in on the blue line as a hockey player. And up to Ella Wilson, over to Dietrich. Dietrich sends that ball ahead, and there's a shot. We'll take that. Is that Sophie? Who took that shot? Hull or so?
Hull, maybe.
Yeah. And the goalkeep here for NIWOT sends it up, looking for a quick transition, but the Sailors able to settle.
That's their game. They're just
dumb question.
I was 2 weeks ago. I was like, I'm getting a little bored. Ski Mountain wasn't doing very well. I'm like, I'm ready to go back to work.
Yeah, normally we have 10-foot snowbanks here at this time of the year. We don't need ball boys or girls.
Yeah. I like to ski during the winter, but
you and me both.
If there's not any snow, I'll just go work.
Yep.
No, we're cranking up. So.
All right, back the other way. That's Mirjam Boss. And we're down to 2 minutes, and Boss is going to throw this ball in near side here. Looking for some help. She puts it to the top of the box, and a good job by the Sailors to dispossess. Up this far flank here, and that's Reese Wilson on the pitch. We love to see Reese out there.
Oh, Reese.
Getting in a little sooner.
Ooh, heavy touch.
Ball's going to go out of bounds. We're at 1:30 now. Left in this first half, still tied at 0. It's going to be a goal kick here for your Steamboat Sailors. I'd like to head into Mountain Mattress right now for a test snap. Easy to find on Lockers Lane. Mountain Mattress and
Not
Furniture.
Nap time yet.
Kind of feels like it. It's been a busy winter. I've been lacking sleep. Tebenkamp pumps that ball up to midfield. Wilson trying to get a body part on it. Can't. And here comes Mirjam Boss. She sends it to the central part of the pitch there.
Oh,
Bryn Schlarb.
Again, Sage Tebenkamp cutting off.
Oh, yeah.
This very dangerous ball.
That back line's playing great.
Yeah, they are really playing well today.
Keeping the Jaguars to the outside.
Yeah.
We'll give you a shot, but it's going to be, just as I say that, they get an opportunity from about 10 yards out, and Olivia Fountain.
I think they called her offsides beforehand, but Olivia did come in and clean that up.
No matter what, she made the save.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, we're down in final 30 here. Tebenkamp sending the ball up to Gallagher. Gallagher one-on-one contested, and then she's going to send it back to Fountain, and Fountain's going to one-time that ball up over midfield looking for Wilson. Backline trying to settle. Sailors get it. Oh, my. And Flechtmeyer. Maria Flechtmeyer with the long ball to the outside, and that's going to do it. So, Sailors playing some good soccer right now, back and forth. This game could go either way, Ben.
This looks identical to last year, honestly. A very even game, two different styles. We're doing a better job at possessing. They are getting runs, and the back line's holding up again. Very similar to last year. It's just hope the ball can bounce our way.
No doubt. It is Steamboat Sailors soccer, girls soccer. After one half of play, we are tied at zeros. We'll be back with second half action from Gardner Field as your Steamboat Sailors are playing the NIWOT Jaguars. From the Front Range, come on out if you're near Gardner Field, downtown Steamboat. It's a beautiful afternoon for Steamboat Sailors girls soccer. You are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial, on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com, and you can listen and watch this game on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Uh-oh. Oh, you can hear me, but we're not on yet. Come on. I don't know what happened with our internet, but we had some. I think maybe this thing got too.
I got two greens. I'm missing the cloud.
It's left side, and I got a feeling they're going to try to pump the ball in to that left flank and see if they can't create something here off this kick.
Looks like an onside kick formation.
A little bit. Issa Chirillo, lone player at center of the field on the Sailors S, and here we go. She pushes that ball back, and oh, look at that. They stack the left side and they go right, and that ball goes out of bounds as Gallagher couldn't quite catch up to it. Big high throw in here from the Jaguars. Ball in, but the Sailors getting back. That's Diamata over over on the far side. She's back in, refreshed. And now Steamboat now trying to make something happen here. There's a ball here near side. And over to Heath. She tries to put that ball up. Tebenkamp and Earps in the way. And there's a shot on goal. And a nice stop. Again, that one's from 30 yards out. We'll take those shots.
Yep.
And Olivia Fountain punts that ball up to the Sailors bench where it's settled by Gallagher. She tries to send it down that far side. Issa Chirillo now settling. She puts it to the central part of the pitch. Unfortunately, no teammate there. Nice pressure, though, by Lucille Pace-Dietrich. And that ball goes over Barnes's head, maybe even off her head, and goes out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in here for the Jaguars. About 15 yards up from the goal line. Just underway, second half action here at Gardner Field. 0-0 the score, and we've got contact. I was stressing through halftime trying to get some internet up here in the box. When in doubt, restart.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Microsoft doesn't design
Hard
cars.
reset.
Yeah. We don't have to stop at a traffic light, turn the car on and off.
Oh, my.
Open the doors and the hood. But Sailors now settling. And nice play there by Montgomery. Claire Montgomery, and she's just a sophomore.
I haven't seen her much today. She's done an excellent job this year putting the ball in the net, applying pressure. And
Look, I'll tell you what, the Sailors have so much depth on this team. It's got to be a challenge. You know, do we keep them in as we're getting some chemistry? Do we but you put players in, keep them fresh. There's not a ton of drop-off here at all.
Right, and we're pretty even from 1 through 22 on the roster.
My feeling is turn up the volume and coach like a hockey coach and just send them in waves, and just tire them out.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to keep up, and we've got some great players. JV game after this, right, Bender?
That's right, 1 o'clock.
So, big throw-in on the far side. Sailors able to settle. Ball pushed back to Baumgartner. She sends it looking for Montgomery, but a nice play defensively here as Boyer steps up. And a quick little give and go in traffic. And here come the Jaguars to the top of the box, but Baumgartner says, no. Dikembe Mutombo.
Great wall of defense right there.
Yeah, ball pushed way wide as the Jaguars elect to switch fields, but that ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a Sailor throw-in on the far side for Izzy Sarasoli. Again, 0-0 the score. We'll take this opportunity to thank our friends at Builders First Source for all your building material needs. 2 convenient locations. Their original location on 13th Street and the Alpine Lumber location on Pine Grove Road. So wherever your project is, east or west, north or south, conveniently located. Builders First Source for all your building material needs.
Good back pressure by Issa.
Yeah, Sailors controlling the ball nicely here. And Bryn Rose now with it. Rose sending that ball up.
It's Hull.
Over to Issa. And that ball goes out of bounds. Sailor throwing. And Sage Tebenkamp coming for support from behind. But the Jaguars doing a good job marking up. And Diamata sends that ball down that far flank. And the Sailors forced to run onto it. And now Baumgartner puts it right back wide. She had time. Yeah. But you never know. When you're in the box like that,
yeah, you don't want to mess around.
Yeah, you do not want to fool around with the ball. So I appreciate the thought process there. Big high ball. But that's where communication among the team, hey, you've got time. Yeah. I think she could have settled that and made a little better pass. But easy for us to say, fat old guys, or let me rephrase that, fat old guy, and you, Bender.
I'm just tall. There's still some...
You are tall, dude.
There's some weight there, believe me.
It's called leverage. You got some leverage. So ball in, and Lucille Pace-Dietrich with it. Now she sends it wide. Now Sailors have it. Montgomery now. Oh, beautiful ball. Issa back to Montgomery. And Montgomery tries to get a shot off there in the box. Tripped up, no call. Now Dixie Barnes is going to settle. Looking to... Oh, nice little move here. Creates some time and space for herself. Now she heads towards the net. Nice overlap here by the Sailors as Montgomery drops back for Barnes. And now here come the Jaguars back the other way. It'll be a Sailors throw. So Dixie Barnes is going to take this one. We're down to 34 minutes left in this ball game, still tied at zeros. And ball controlled back there by Greer. She's had a good game for the Jaguars. Greer with the ball now, trying to move that ball to the central part of the pitch to Schlarb. And Schlarb pushes it wide to Diamata. And there's a whistle on the play. So offsides?
What was that call?
I'm not sure. I think it may have been an offsides call. Maybe delayed. Yeah, it was delayed. Waiting to see who had possession. So it will be a Sailors free kick far side. Who is that kicking the ball?
That's Sage.
Oh, that's Tebenkamp. Never mind. Did she?
I believe that's it.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely. That is Tebenkamp. So.
Yeah, Tebenkamp and Baumgartner have been manning the center back positions. They're doing an incredible job today.
No doubt. This back line is great. Bryn Rose pushes it wide, and nice ball there, and Sailors couldn't quite run onto it. Yeah, I mean, the Sailors have just such great depth. Bryn Rose, who I think is a natural fullback, playing holding midfield and very solid distributing the ball, right? We saw her late in Tuesday's game move back to the back line, and I was like, wow, she's a stud back there. Yeah. But you do understand we just got a ton of different players, and it's you want to get your best players out on the field. Rose with the ball as we talk about her on that far side. And now Tebenkamp, as they work the ball back, she's got a little bit of space as she moves the ball wide, settled by Montgomery. Montgomery, quick one-timer in, and we're going to get a free kick here.
15 yards outside of the box.
And Tebenkamp's going to come in and take that. So we are about 35 yards out from the goal. Everybody lined up on the top of the box right now. Tebenkamp here near side. Right-footed kick here. She'll bend this one in. Let's see if she can pop this one up. And maybe Ella Wilson or Issa can get in there and get ahead on it. Oh, she goes direct to the goal, near post. Not exactly what I was thinking, but that's all right. Trying to catch the goalie out of position. Big high kick to midfield. That one's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a Sailor throw, and here Dixie Barnes is going to take that. Just over midfield. And back to Barnes. Barnes settles. She's going to send it back to Baumgartner, who's going to push it all the way back to Fountain, who gets it right up the pitch. Diamata pressuring Tebenkamp. Diamata dispossesses. Now Diamata with the ball. She sends that ball back to Heath. Allison Heath sends it across the central part of the pitch. Rose can't step up, and she trips over the ball, and here comes Tebenkamp and the Sailors back the other way.
Fortunate little mistake for us.
Yeah. And it looked, if Rose was anywhere near Heath, that could have been called a trip just because it looked like it, but she tripped over the ball. So the ball goes out of bounds. Far flank, it will be a throw in here for the Jaguars. The Jaguars. 30 minutes left in this ball game. 0-0 the score. Take this opportunity to thank our friends at Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep, coming for a test nap today. Also like to thank Dotson Payment Solutions, Bringing you local point of sale, payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more to you and your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. Big high kick, sailors can't settle. And Tebenkamp battling for it. And there's a throw. Nice play by Baumgartner to slow that one up. But look out, and there's Dixie Barnes. So each member of this back line continues to back up their players. And really, it's like an onion. There's just layers and layers. And right now, no penetration here by the Jaguars.
And that's just that long line of great defenders in this program through the years. We're always solid on that defense.
Ball sent across. And that's Gallagher on the far side. She sends it down that far flank. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a Sailor throw-in at midfield. Sailors look like they're going to get some subs.
Sophie Trillo.
So Trillo coming back in. And she has really been a great distributor. She's made some great things happen out there. Such a smart player, and boy, if we could get her rolling here. It feels like this is going to be a 1-0 game.
We're zeros.
We're right now tied at 0. Call me crazy here. 28-19 left.
That's how I thought last year was going to end. I was like, all right, 0-0. That's a good win, or good tie. Good draw down on the front range.
Good overlap there as Baumgartner gets the ball. She turns it out wide, and she's going to send it up to midfield. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a Sailor throw in here. You know, despite the knee brace, Naomi Baumgartner's so solid. We know she's been banged up for the last 3 years.
I don't know that she's missed any very many games this year. She has not missed any soccer.
She's missed a bunch of basketball.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builders First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellington Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Ironworks,
One-Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solution,
and the agency Steamboat. Thanks for listening to Steamboat Sailor Sports.
Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
We're on 105.7 Sports on FM, KTYV, Steamboat Springs.
God damn it.
Hi, this is Taylor.
And I'm Ash.
Founders of Lakeside Sauna Club, located at beautiful Stagecoach State Park, just a short drive from Steamboat Springs.
We have created a Nordic-inspired lakeside escape where you can unwind, boost circulation, reduce stress, and feel truly restored.
Enjoy the perfect pairing of a therapeutic hot sauna and an invigorating cold plunge. Nature's reset button.
Book your session today at lakesidesaunaclub.com.
That's lakesidesaunaclub.com, your wellness ritual right on the water.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Olivia Fountain. I'm number 1 and I play goalkeeper. I've been playing soccer for a really long time, probably since I was like 2. My goals for this team is to just lock in, win playoffs, and grow as a team together. My personal goal is to get some confidence, lead from the back, and help push this team to be the best it can be. Outside of soccer, I'm in the high school band, and I play bassoon. I travel all around Colorado at statewide competitions for band, and I also love to crochet and do all things artsy. My favorite class in school is my math class because I'm a little math nerd. Over summer, I love to camp and go on raft trips and hang out with my friends. After graduation, I plan on going to college somewhere close and living life. My favorite movie is The Ultimate Playlist of Noise because it was so good it made me cry. And I love to read, so I don't really have a favorite book because I love them all so much. I am Olivia Fountain, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builder's First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens & Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain iWorks,
One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solution,
and the agency Steamboat. Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
All right, we are back live. We are back live here at Gardner Field. Apologize. We've got gremlins in the system. Not exactly sure why.
That just decided to go on its own. It just
went on its own. I touched nothing, I swear.
I don't think I touched anything.
No. Like I said, we got gremlins in the system, and that sometimes happens. So we are back. You missed a couple of opportunities for both teams. We're still tied at 0 here at Gardner Field. Second half action, 24 minutes left. 0-0 the score. Sailors trying to possess here, and it looks like they're going to get a free kick here about 50 yards out. So an opportunity for your Steamboat Sailors.
Yeah, not much going on there. A little back and forth.
And the ball popped up high. Sailors contesting for it on that far side. That's Gallagher. She comes down with it. Gallagher, fancy footwork, sends it. Oh, here we go. Chirillo to the top of the box. Beautiful ball, looking for Montgomery. And that ball's turned outside. You almost wanted Sophie to take that shot.
Yeah, I think she should have just been a little selfish there.
She was being very unselfish on the play. She loves to distribute like a point guard out there. Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's going to be a Sailor throw here, about 5 yards up from the corner flag. And man, what an opportunity that was. There was another one for your Steamboat Sailors. And that ball pushed across there by Hull. Sailors settle on the far side, forced to regroup. Gallagher now with the ball. She sends it back in. Oh, Shrillo gets a foot on it. Nearly deflected that one to Montgomery. But here come the Jaguars racing out of the Sailors' end. Dixie Barnes tries to step up and make a play. This is Mirjam Boss into the box, coming coast to coast. Boss with the ball. Now she sends it back. There's a shot. That one's turned away. And Tebenkamp says, sorry, not in my house. She puts that one back up to midfield, and Chirillo now. Sailors on the transition. Down to Montgomery, down this left wing side. Here comes Issa. Issa gets a shot off. She had time.
Yeah.
But again, that's the thing. Because this Jaguar team, this NIWOT team is so good at pressuring and marking, the Sailors feel like they don't have time to get the shot off. Yeah. And so they're rushing.
That was rushed. She had a lot of space.
And now Hull with the ball. Hull puts it wide to Montgomery. Montgomery turned away, but Naomi Baumgartner with authority. And ball settled here. Far side. Gallagher, nice ball movement here to Issa. Back to Sophie. Hull now with the ball. And there, Sailors get a shot off, but just a bit high as Gallagher got a foot on it. Nice idea. And that will be a goal kick here.
Some good opportunities.
Yeah, all of a sudden you feel the momentum starting to switch just a little bit.
Now some good back and forth. They had an opportunity down here. I feel like Mirjam had an opportunity.
Scary.
And she had somebody open out wide, and she decided to
keep it.
But yeah, good back and forth. Now we got some excitement.
So, ball controlled here by NIWOT. They put it down that far flank. Tebenkamp chasing it down. Tebenkamp with wheels, and they're going to call, and it looks like this one is going to go.
They're offside, so on NIWOT.
We'll take it. We will take it. So Tebenkamp's going to take this kick. It's about 43 yards up from the goal line. Sailors goal line over to Baumgartner. Sailors choosing to possess. Baumgartner bringing it up to midfield. Ooh, she sends that one a little too much on that ball. Yep. Not enough texture.
flat is the right term, right?
Okay.
Is that right?
Well, flat is for a math guy, flat is straight across. So that's when someone does a flat ball, it's either straight across or straight up. Doesn't have enough angle on it.
Right, and that's what I thought. But I looked it up the other day, and it also said too much space and not enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You never know. Terminology.
I'm old. Everything's changed. Yeah. What's an illegal throw-in? What's a drop ball? Get off of my back lawn.
And I would agree with what you just said. Flat means you didn't give it the right angle, which means the opportunity is lost. There's
a ball on goal. Oh, my. In traffic, Olivia Fountain comes up and gobbles that one up.
And Sarasoli flashed across her.
Yeah. That was scary. But Fountain's so composed.
Yeah.
We just heard her Sailor Spotlight. I'm a math nerd. It's like, did that not put a smile on your face?
Yes, it does. I love it when the kid says math is their favorite class. Kids, learn your math. It takes you places.
It does. Look at me. I never learned my math.
Yeah, you'll be up here in the booth or Harvey
forever
if you don't know your math.
Yeah, or even if you do,
it's not the worst consolation.
Yeah, even if you do know your math, Bender, you will be up here.
Yeah.
So Fountain with the ball right now. She's gonna.
Who's this coming on the pitch? Oh, Emmy Watson's in the game.
All right,
playing this outside back.
So, ball goes out of bounds. And it will be a throw in here for NIWOT. They're about 10 yards or so past midfield. Big throw in down this right flank. NIWOT, great play by Baumgartner. She's got 2 white shirts on her. Puts the ball out of bounds. She is not letting anybody. She plays like a linebacker over there. Now, her dad, a longtime football coach, and she's a flag football player, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Dad was a defensive back, safety, I believe. She has that mentality.
17:50 left in this ball game, 0-0 the score. You are tuned to Steamboat Sailors Girls Soccer. Brought to you by your friends at Ellens & Strom, attorneys at law. When life throws you a red or a yellow flag, Ellens & Strom has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate, business, and more. Go to ellensstrom.com. So quick throw in here. And nice play by Dietrich up to Montgomery, looking for Hull. And we got players all over the place, and the Sailors are going to get called.
That was pretty rough right there.
Yeah. So we're down to 17 minutes. This is a free kick here. It's about 33 yards up from the goal line. Sailors building a wall, and when you're building a wall, Builders First Source has you back. Has your back, jumps over it, and there's the shot on frame. And that one went in.
Oh, man.
Damn. Kind of looked like it was screened.
That was a lefty.
Yep.
She'd been, I guarantee if we could have had a better vantage point on that had a lot of bend to it.
No doubt. And the little trickeration on the play, the first player,
stepped over
the ball and left it for the second shooter who scored, and I did not get her number.
It was a lefty.
As Fount. So Sailors go down 1-0 with 16:46 left, and a bit of a heartbreaker here, but let's see if the Sailors can turn up the volume.
Here we go. Let's get one.
So Steamboat working the ball to the outside. And that one goes out of bounds. It will be a Sailor throw in at about midfield. And quick throw in there. That's Earps on the far side. And deflects off a Sailor, and it'll be a Jaguar ball. Quick throw in here. And that one goes back out of bounds off NIWOT. And now Steamboat with the throw in. Sailors.
I feel like the energy has ramped up in the last 10 minutes. The urgency from these teams wanting to get more opportunities.
Yep.
Both sides.
Yeah. Sailors have had some chances here. Let's see if this motivates them. And ball down that far flank as Montgomery Trying to send it down. It goes out of bounds at almost midfield. It'll be a Sailor throw-in here. I think that's Earps on the far side with the throw-in. Oh, ball goes out of bounds. Ella Wilson can't keep it in. And Lucille Pace-Dietrich gets a foot on it to Issa. Issa dispossessed for a second. Now to Sophie. And Pace-Dietrich now. She's going to send that ball wide as the Sailors switch fields and lose possession. And now here comes NIWOT back the other way, but a nice play there by Earps. And we've got a whistle. It'll be a Sailor free kick. We're down to 14:52 left in this ball game. Sailors down by 1. Take this opportunity to thank the agency Steamboat. Let Chris Paola and his team help you with all your real estate needs. The agency Steamboat has your back. There's a ball into the top of the box. It's deflected wide. Sailors trying to settle. They do. Back to Baumgartner. That ball goes out of bounds. It will be a Sailor. No. Sailors thought it was their throw-in. Ref says no. So NIWOT with the throw here on their side of the pitch. They get the ball in quick. Good pressure there by Issa.
And that causes a turnover. Yeah. That's why you pressure.
No doubt. Make them do something they don't want to do, whether you steal the ball or not.
You speed them up.
Yeah. So the Sailors, nice ball movement there. There's Emmy Watson in the play. Ball turned out wide. Now Sailors settling. Oh, nice pirouette moves there by Dietrich up to Issa. Issa with the ball. Oh, she's pushed down from behind. No call. And here comes Diamata. Uh-oh. And little leakage there. And here come the Jaguars to the top of the box. But Tevin sages the day right there.
Nice.
Ball pushed out wide to Wilson. Wilson loses her footing. And now the Jaguars with control. They push it back. Diamata's going to take a long shot. She sends that one over the crossbar, and it'll be a Sailor goal kick as we're down to 13 minutes left. So Sailors look like they're going to... Like we've got some subs standing up. I don't know if Coach is going to put some fresh legs in there or not.
Coach just put one in. I didn't see what happened. Gallagher's in the back. No.
We've got Emmy Watson here, sort of that left half and wing. And Sailors can't control off the kick from Olivia Fountain. Ball worked back. Wilson trying to contest. Now it's pumped back into the Sailors box. And
that's Katie came in. I keep forgetting Katie's last name.
Now up the far side. Marin Sachs or Katie Schlaudecker?
Katie Schlaudecker. She is now a center back.
Is that 20?
Right here, yeah. She's got some tape on her right knee.
Yep.
That's her distinguishing feature since we can't see those numbers.
Well, and she's listed as 30 on the program, so
she's been called up from JV to play varsity.
That's awesome
for the rest of the season. She's a good player.
We're down to 11:40 left in this second half, and this ball game. Sailors down by 1. Quick throw in there. Can Steamboat control? Who's going to step up?
That is Schlaudecker.
She sends that ball across, and a little too much. Wilson can't chase that one down. Going to be a throw there at midfield as we get down to 11:20. And good play by Wilson. Just get a foot on it and push it towards the Jaguars goal. Ball goes out of bounds in front of the Sailors bench, and it will be a Steamboat throw. Schlaudecker with the ball, sends that one across. Baumgartner pumps that one high in the air. So Tevenkamp has been moved up at striker. So they're going to try to get something going here. which is why we see Schladecker back on the back line.
Yep, that's the movement he did.
Yeah, so the ball's, I think that they're going to call that that's a corner. That is a corner. So, no? It looked like he was pointing to the corner, but then he changed his mind. I didn't like that. Bad on the good-bad scale. So we're down to 10-25. We are homers up here in the box. Sailors down by 1.
That's okay.
Yeah. Maria Fletmeyer is the goalie, and she has played a great game between the pipes.
Serious pressure on her.
Yeah.
Let's get one here, girls.
Baumgartner now switching fields. Sailors can't settle. Issa trying to come down with the ball, can't. And ball pumped down. Diamata on it, but Baumgartner there. And she's going to put that ball over, and I believe that will be a goal kick, and it is.
That's their game. They throw it up on those wings, very direct.
Quick transition play, trying for that kick ball, and, the Sailors have possessed the ball nicely. We're now down to 9:23 left, and running out of time here. We got to try to tie this bad boy up. Ball to the sideline, and Issa is able, does not keep it in.
It's almost a fantastic save.
Yeah. Got it up to Caroline Earps. So throwing here near side, Mirjam Boss, who's had a good game here for the Jaguars. 8:57, just under 9 minutes. And, of course,
I feel like they are content to run this clock some.
Oh, yeah, they're subbing people in. They're just trying to slow things down.
Messing around with the ball.
Yeah, nice play by Barnes to get a foot on it. And she sends it up to Tebenkamp. Tebenkamp by herself down that far flank, and it looks like it's going to be a Sailor throw. So Barnes is going to come up and take it. She gets it in quick. Sailors settle. And here comes Caroline Earps. Oh, into the box, looking for Tebenkamp. Oh, what a play, though, by Fletmeyer to get out there and make the stop. Fletmeyer with a big high kick up to midfield, and that one's going to, again, go out of bounds. Barnes is going to come and take that throw in. I think. No. Earps is going to take it quick. She gets it into Issa. Issa brings it to the central part of the pitch, gets dispossessed, but then goes back after it. And that's going to be a throw in here for the Jaguars. NIWOT with a 1-0 lead, 7:45 left in this ball game. Sailors trying to make something happening here. Sophie Churillo sends that ball to the central part of the pitch. That's Gallagher with it. She loses possession, and here come the Jaguars back the other way. Nice play by Barnes, though, to step in front of that pass. Oh, Earps can't settle. Trips on the ball, and now, with the Sailors with numbers up, here's a quick transition back the other way. Good job by the Sailors to get back. There's a shot on Fountain. He's going to bring that ball in, and she's going to bring it to the top of the box. We're down to 7:10, and she sends that one into orbit.
Wow.
Over midfield. She outpunts the boys. I am quite certain there's no way I could punt it nowhere near that far, but that's not surprising for this old man. But
when you get to see Peyton, she's the same way. She puts it out there. I'm always impressed.
It's all physics.
These goalies. A long line in this town.
Oh God, yeah.
On the boys and girls side.
No doubt.
Going back years.
Yeah.
Sam Campbell.
And Sam Campbell and Olivia Fountain, both band kids. Love to see that.
Yeah.
Multifaceted. Dixie Barnes trying to bring it up. She gets dispossessed. And Diamata pumps that ball in, and
any urgency.
Yeah. Offsides on the play. So we got to...
There's the lack of urgency.
Yeah,
I was wondering.
6 minutes left. Sailors down by 1. Dixie Barnes is going to take this free kick. Dixie is going to send that ball up. Oh, and can Tebenkamp get it? Nope, she tries. Good defensive play on that back line. Ella Wilson back on the far flank. And Jaguars have it, controlling it, and Baumgartner steps up now. Naomi with some time and space. Naomi working the ball up to Tebenkamp. Tebenkamp now over midfield. Tebenkamp looking to send that one to Issa. That one's put out wide. We're down to 5:10. All right, girls, stay in it. Fresh legs coming in for your Sailors as we're down to 5 minutes left. Earps comes out.
Claire Montgomery and Bryn Rose. Both of their moms are working in the booth up here with us today.
All right. Heather Pink Rose, PA announcer today, doing a wonderful job. And Baumgartner, got a player right on her back, and she's going to send that one back to Olivia, who puts it back to Baumgartner. Diamata, though, dispossesses momentarily. Oh, nice play.
Good job.
Schladecker coming up and trying to get it up to Tebenkamp. Tebenkamp battling for it. She gets it. She's going to send it across to Rose. Rose at midfield. Rose, there's a nice through ball. A little too flat. Want some more angulation on that. Ball goes out wide. Can the Sailors settle? Nope. And it's going to be a throw-in as we down to 4 minutes, Bender. We need a break here.
Let's go. Still get that equalizer goal.
That's what we need. Do we play overtime?
No.
All right.
Used to.
I know. That's why I always get confused.
Then they did it only for like league games and then just got rid of it. Playoffs.
Well, and the Sailors have jumped up and down from conferences, classifications that I don't know what's a league game and what's not anymore.
Next, it'll change all again next year. Every 2 years, cycle through.
All right, down to 3:20 left. Sailors down 1-0. Throwing on the far side. Jaguars taking their time with it. They get the ball in, and Steamboat. Bryn Rose contesting. And Lucille Pace-Dietrich now getting possession, pushes it up this far side here to Claire Montgomery. Montgomery up to Tebenkamp. Tebenkamp slides that one across to Sophie Chirillo. Chirillo back to Tebenkamp. Tebenkamp now with an opportunity, putting it up. Oh, Montgomery
that was a
to
good
the top
touch.
of the box. That was
good
a beautiful
defense.
play.
Good defense. NIWOT though. Claire had that under control.
She had it at the top of the box.
Her momentum was working away from her a little bit.
Sailors now. Again, if we had is it a throw-in or is it offsides? We got to stop the clock here.
And that's what Sophie would like, but the refs are not agreeing with her.
Quick throw-in. Montgomery out wide, and that one deflects off Kerrigan, and it will be a throw-in here with 2 minutes left for the Jaguars on their side of the pitch, about 19, 20 yards up, although she made it about 30.
Not in a very big hurry either. No gamemanship.
Yeah. Sailors controlling it at midfield, up to Bryn Rose. Rose now sends it wide. Can Barnes catch it? Nope.
She's fast.
Not that fast.
Not that fast.
Oh, that one goes out of bounds off of Rose, and we're down to 1:30 left. And the clock ticking down. Tick, 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 tick. Not our friend. Quick throw in here. Sailors down by 1. Pace-Dietrich can't control Diamata. Good defense here, though, by Barnes. Ball pushed wide. Down that near flank. And down to 1 minute. Barnes with the throw in at midfield. She gets it in quick, looking for Rose.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builder's First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellington Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain NIWOT,
One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dodson Payment Solution,
and the agency Steamboat. Thanks for listening to Steamboat Sailor Sports.
Win on three. 1, 2, 3.
On 105.7 Sports on FM, KTYV, Steamboat Springs. Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builder's First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellington Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain NIWOT,
One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dodson Payment Solution,
and the agency Steamboat. Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM and 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
So it goes. Hold on. All right. We are back live. Apologize about that. Not sure what's going on with our system there, but as soon as it sends it to the close, it goes out of the studio, and I have to send it back, which is why we got our sponsor reads in, though. Tough loss for your Steamboat Sailors, Bender. 1-0. They had some opportunities. It felt through most of the game that we kind of outplayed this team, but, they're a strong team in NIWOT, a 4A school, and they made the most of it.
Yeah, unfortunate. We had some looks there at the end, playing with some urgency. Just one of those games where the ball bounces the other way.
Yeah, just couldn't quite catch the break. And both back lines really doing a wonderful job. Keeping the ball to the outside, keeping the ball outside of the box, limiting those scoring opportunities. And the one goal that NIWOT scored was on a free kick that was about 35 yards out.
Set piece, nice play. Tip of cap to them. I thought it was a very even game. Yeah, I felt like our touches were better. Our side was a little cleaner. They made runs. That's what I witnessed last year, and they did kind of the same thing this year. They wanted to win off the counter and play more direct than we do.
Yeah, and this is the one game, where the Sailors girls kept scoreless. They could not put the biscuit in the basket, and this team has been prolific at putting the ball in the back of the net.
We've done a great job of scoring this year, and today was just one of those days.
All right, we're going to send it back to the booth and regularly scheduled programming for about the fourth time today. Yeah. It is Steamboat Sailors girls soccer. Sailors lose a tough one, 1-0 to the NIWOT Jaguars. We will be back on Monday with Harvey's Huddle from 3 to 6 right here on KTYV. And then on Tuesday, boys lacrosse as the Gore Mountain Rangers from the Vail Mountain School ride to town. So that'll be a fun matchup, boys lacrosse. We'll be back. You are tuned to KTYV. Sports on FM, 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial and on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builder's First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellington Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain NIWOT,
One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dodson Payment Solution,
and the agency Steamboat. Thanks for listening to Steamboat Sailor Sports.
Win on three. 1, 2, 3.
On 105.7 Sports on FM, KTYV, Steamboat Springs.
Hi, this is Taylor.
And I'm Ash.
Founders of Lakeside Sauna Club, located at beautiful Stagecoach State Park, just a short drive from Steamboat Springs.
We have created a Nordic-inspired lakeside escape where you can unwind, boost circulation, reduce stress, and feel truly restored.
Enjoy the